Hello, Napa Valley. We're back again. Back from the edge. Second show's off to a rough start. We have big plans for the future. Today's going to be organized the future shows. So once again, I have my guest, Linda Millsworth. We'll talk about plans for the future, how to get the show up and running, being successful, and truly helping you. So stay tuned. So Linda, how are you, my friend?
Hi, I am doing well. Thank you.
So my first thing to talk about today is I want to build the show. So how do I form politics in Napa like you have in Sacramento?
You need to do some meetups. You need to organize some meetup there.
How do I do that?
How do you do that?
Yeah.
I will help you with that. You have to become an organizer for meetup, and I will show you how to do that.
Yay.
And once you're an organizer, then you can set up your own meetup group. And it's not that hard. It's very easy.
Yeah, I'm sure even in Napa, there's people interested in health. There's so much money. They must want to live too, so.
Well, most people don't want to die early, right?
Yeah.
And many Americans today, and sadly, are dying early. And the reason is they're eating the wrong food, and they have been brainwashed to think that eating fast food is okay. They think eating animal products is fine. They think they need animal products. So our job,
and seed oils too.
Oh yeah, and oils. That most people think that they must have oil to survive, and that they can't cook without it. But you and I know is we can make the most wonderful food without using any oils.
Yeah.
Olive oil, even olive oil, which is the best one. But you don't need olive oil. You can eat the olive and not the oil, or have the coconut and not the coconut oil. Coconut oil happens to be one of the most dangerous for humans to eat.
Yeah.
It is full of saturated fat, and it gives you heart disease big time. So, yeah, we have to learn to eat without the oils. And of course, oils also cause obesity. And people have no idea. They don't, even when people go eating just plants, when they learn how to do that, they seem to always want to add and cook oil with it. And that's a real problem because that's not a health food. That's not a food. That's a processed food. So we learn how to spice up our food so we don't need any oil whatsoever. And so, how do you cook without oil, Greg?
Well, I use water or vegetable broth. I found at Whole Foods, Plant Strong is a brand vegetable broth. No salt, was wonderful.
Yeah, Plant Strong is one of my favorites too, because can you find it in the Whole Foods and places?
Oh yeah, Napa Whole Foods always has it.
Okay, good. We have it in Whole Foods where I live in Sacramento as well. But a lot of people don't think they need to do that because they've been trained to use oil on everything, to cook everything. One of the first questions I get, you probably do too, is how am I going to cook without oil?
Oh yeah. People are addicted to it. They've been misled so many years. I'm so mad right now about politics. Everybody thinks RFK is going to save us. RFK eats crap.
No, they have no idea that this hurts them. And even people who are not overweight, they think, okay, I'll take it out if I'm overweight. But even people who are not overweight, like yourself and myself now, we don't need to add any oil because it hurts your heart. If you read Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn's Reversing Heart Disease book, you will find out how he took so many people off of oil and completely opened up their arteries so they didn't have to go on bypass or get a stent.
Yeah,
They didn't have to have heart surgery, and they didn't get a heart attack.
The same with Ornish, Dr. Dean Ornish.
Oh, yeah, Dean Ornish, also Dr. Dean Ornish will tell you the same thing. With oil, it's a heated processed food without fiber. And what helps us stay healthy is fiber, and only plant foods have fiber. Oils don't have fiber, and animal products, I don't care whether it's meat, dairy, or eggs, it has no fiber whatsoever. And if we want our system to work properly, you have to have fiber. Fiber is important for another reason, and there's no fiber in any animal foods or oil. It's important for a major reason. It's important is that when we have excess estrogen in our body, men and women, it actually helps remove the excess estrogen from your body. Having excess estrogen is inflammatory for heart disease and cancer. And so we don't want that excess estrogen. The only way to take it out is eating whole food plants, which have all their fiber intact. Yeah.
And what frustrates me, I know, like you know, the food can taste so good. Even desserts now can taste so good. Cooked right, prepared right.
Oh, yeah. We can make the most delicious desserts. The other day I made, I think I saw it years ago and then I remembered it, a pudding, a chocolate pudding that was so good. I don't know about you, but I'm a chocoholic.
Oh yeah.
And I could eat it forever. But this pudding was made with whole food, like caramelized sweet potatoes. You have to cook them for an hour to do that. And bananas and cocoa powder and a little plant milk, like oat milk or something. And you just mix that, a few dates, like maybe 7 dates in a big Vitamix, and like 2 bananas and like 4 sweet potatoes. And you mix that all up with the cocoa powder in the blender. And it comes out like this smooth, wonderful pudding. So,
yeah, I have this book here by Brooke Goldner called Goodbye Autoimmune Disease. She has some recipes now too for the same thing. And I meant to bring Chef AJ's book, Sweet Indulgence. I've tried to give this book away. No one wants it.
Who's the author of that book? And show the book one more time, right to the camera.
Brooke Goldner.
I can't see it. Put it here in the camera.
Brooke Goldner.
Yeah, Brooke Goldner. Yeah.
She has 3 books I've read. Goodbye Lupus. She cured her own lupus through diet. And Goodbye Autoimmune Disease. And now the 3rd book, Goodbye Lupus, Hello Delicious.
Yeah. So, Greg, just so everybody knows about you, how did you find the vegan diet? Why did you find it? How did you find it?
Well, many years ago, I had really, really, really high blood pressure beyond belief. Way high, 250 over 150. I went home from finding out and found Dean Ornish on the web. His first book, Reversing Heart Disease. I read the whole book in one night, was vegan the next day. In 3 months, I restored my blood sugar went to normal, my triglycerides, my blood pressure, my weight. I lost 30 pounds a month for 3 months, went to more normal weight. So I began walking 5 miles a day. Did that for
What was
5
the name of that book, Greg?
Reversing heart disease.
Oh, Dr. Esselstyn.
No,
Oh,
the Dean Ornish one.
oh, Dean Ornish. Okay.
Yeah, that changed my life. So then I wanted to do more. So I found Dr. John McDougall and incorporated him. And then I read Nathan Pritikin's book. So I made this compilation of all 3 books. Basically, no fat, no dairy products, no animal products. I changed my health.
Well, it's not no fat. There's fat in our diet. We
Right.
need fat. It just means no processed fat.
Right, exactly.
Like
Thank you.
oils. So don't forget that. We all need fat. Like, and the potatoes even have 1% fat. And I eat a lot of potatoes.
Yeah.
Why can people eat starch and not get fat?
Because it fills you up, one thing, fills you up. You feel full so you don't go off your diet, and full of vitamins, and you burn calories slow.
Yeah. And there's no, there's a lot of fiber in starchy food too.
Yes.
And so we get all the fiber and all the starch. It gives you energy. That's why marathon runners always have pasta the night before they run, because they want to run faster and longer than anybody else.
Yeah.
And so I want to have energy every day. So I eat pasta, I eat whole grains and beans and peas and lentils and quinoa and potatoes. I love potatoes. Potatoes have vitamin C in them more than an orange. Potatoes have more
Yeah.
potassium than a banana. And they have complete amino acids for all your protein. You could live on nothing but potatoes and maybe a little broccoli the rest of your life, and you'd live very well.
I
A
know
lot
a
of people
guy
are
who did
afraid
that.
of potatoes because we have this new climate now where everything on TV says protein, protein, protein,
Yeah.
no carbs, no carbs. And it's just the opposite of what we need to do, because that high protein animal diet is making people fat and sick. And we're dying earlier, and the doctors aren't trained in this, right? The doctors are not trained in nutrition. So unless they went beyond their medical degree, like many of our plant doctors have, to the American College of Lifestyle Medicine, if they took that degree after their medical degree, then they learned that plant eating is the healthiest and it's for the human diet. When we eat animal products, what happens?
Inflammation. We're very inflamed.
And strokes, like you have.
Yep.
Strokes and heart disease and cancer and diabetes. These are, we can work towards preventing all of these, especially diabetes.
And all the 50 causes of early death, they're all related to inflammation.
Yes, inflammation by eating animal products, meat, dairy, eggs. All those harm the human body. The human diet is a plant diet.
Dr.
Oh, sorry. It's a plant diet.
Yeah.
So our plant diet is, human body is set up to eat plants. Do you know why?
Do tell.
Well, our way we chew, we can go back and forth. Omnivores or carnivores, they can go up and down.
Oh yeah, a
Carnivores
lion,
go
a
up and
huge
down.
mouth.
Yeah, and then we have the carnivores have long and very short intestines, and the human body has very long intestines. So when they eat the meat, the carnivore, it doesn't stay long, it goes right through. when we eat the meat, the dairy, or the eggs, it sits inside of our colon, and then we get all kinds of diseases.
This
So we
it
don't, it
rots.
doesn't pass through. Well, also, we don't have the claws to tear open flesh of an animal. We have good for knives, forks and spoons,
Yeah.
right? That's what we have our fingers for. And our canine teeth are not those big long things like
Yeah.
canine carnivores have. They have really long ones. So now some animals are omnivores, but we are plant eaters. The human body, the real human food is plant food. But we have been trained over the years by our mothers, by their mothers, to eat all these animal products. And I don't know, I know you had your stroke at what age? The first one?
56.
56?
Yeah, 9 years ago. Almost
Okay,
9
my
years.
dad at the age of 62 had a massive heart attack in the kitchen right after the roast beef dinner and died right on the spot. And it was because he was clogging up his arteries. His arteries didn't work anymore after that big, well, it probably hadn't been working for a while, but that dinner just did it. And there's no reason to die of heart disease and a stroke. We know how to fix it, don't we, Greg?
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
you. You were going to be dead.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how
Please.
many years ago were you going to be dead?
Well, 8.
8 years? You're still here. One reason. What's the one reason you are still here?
Well, I think God showed me the right way to eat, the way He taught Daniel to eat in the Old Testament. The God's original diet for man, Genesis and Daniel, eat the seeds of the earth, the herbs, and the legumes and vegetables. They are food for you. The God said, man has corrupted us for years and years and years. In fact, even at my church I go to twice a week, they eat horrible cookies. The big thing, celebrate God and eat crap. Eat lots of fatty cookies. It's a big club. And I'm an outcast if I don't.
Well, most churches and most religions have been completely messed up by what they eat.
I
know
agree, man.
they say they love animals, but then they don't take care of the animals.
Yeah, man has corrupted God's word, God's original word, for years and years.
Yeah, and have you seen the movie Christspiracy?
I have not seen it yet. I want to see it, but I have not seen it yet.
Oh, that one is wonderful because it actually shows the history of Jesus and how when he went into the temple, he tried to wipe off all the animal products and the fish and everything.
Yeah, he freed them. He freed them.
Yeah, he didn't want them to be eating those things. And so Jesus, we found out, was actually a plant eater.
Yeah.
He didn't believe in killing animals.
Yes, from Nazarene. The Nazarenes were vegans.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, veganism has been around in the world for so many thousands of years, starting with way back when the Jains were there and Pythagoras. And it's been going on for years and years and years. But what really started it in motion was 1944. Dr. Donald Watson, he decided that he didn't like the word vegetarian anymore. That was the year I was born, by the way, in 1944. And he took the word vegetarian, he took the first 3 letters and the last 2 and put it together to make the word vegan. And you know what the definition of vegan means?
Do no harm.
Do no harm. It's not a diet. It's not a vegan diet. Most people think vegan means the food you eat. No.
And
it means
it's not a religion. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Many religious people think it's a religion. It's not. It's a lifestyle.
Yes.
To me, it honors God.
Yes. But the thing is, we have to remember that doing harm is not a good thing. Just look at our wars we have and people who do harm to other people. This is not the way to be in the world. And when you're doing no harm to animals, it helps you be less harmful to others, of any even other people. You're no longer hurting the animals anymore. They don't deserve to be hurt. They want to live and be happy and live with their families just like we humans do.
Well, plus
We are
what it does,
animals. People forget that we are also animals, Greg.
yeah, plus what it does to the environment. We destroy the environment God gave us. God
Oh,
made
yeah.
God made us stewards of the earth. He made the earth to meant to just, He gives the earth to steward the earth. We're not very good stewards.
We're supposed to be taking care of our planet, but we're not doing that
Yeah,
yet.
yeah,
We're supposed to be stewards of our planet and keep it alive and well. I'm hoping that my grandchildren will have enough air and water and that we can stop climate change because people also don't know that they say up to 87% of climate change is not caused by fossil fuels or gasoline or oil. It's caused mainly by animal agriculture because we cut down all the trees and this causes greenhouse gases. And also, the animals produce methane, and that methane is 25 times more powerful for greenhouse gases than all the oil and gas in the world. So it is, but you never hear people talk about that on the news because there's so much money behind the meat, dairy, and egg industry. They tell lies on TV that you need this for protein, that you need meat for protein, and that you need dairy for calcium. And as you know, Greg, calcium is is in all our plant food, all our dark leafy greens and tofu and broccoli. They all have calcium. That's the best source of calcium because if you're trying to get calcium from dairy, it actually strips it from your bones. Your bones get weaker. There's more fractures on people with dairy than people who don't eat dairy because it's an acid based. Dairy is acid. And when we drink it or eat it, it actually pulls calcium from our bones.
yeah.
Just the opposite of the marketing. The marketing had, I thought for years, when I was 44, I still thought I had to have dairy and calcium, that went together because it's so impounded on our media and our advertising,
Yeah.
right?
Even now it is. Even now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, Greg, did you ever think of doing a program for disabled people to get jobs and things like that? Because now you know what that's about.
I'm trying to get one myself to start. I'm trying to work for Salvation Army. Salvation Army has a chef program to train cooks who were drug addicts. They train them, rehabilitate them. But I have my Colin Campbell Cornell University degree in plant-based nutrition,
Yeah.
and I told the guy I could do great things. The guy seems excited. But the weekend
Yeah.
passed, he's supposed to call me this weekend. Can't get my own job. I'm gonna keep trying though. You gotta try till you die.
That would be wonderful because you know what it means now. And so many people are desperate. They don't even know they need this information. And what do you do and say to yourself, or what do you do when people seriously don't care about anything we're talking about here? And they said, "Oh, I've lived this way my whole life, and my grandpa lived to 100, so I'm not going to change."
Well, I try to use humor. I have lots of expressions I quote. The whiter the bread, the sooner you're dead. That's one. What you're not changing, you're choosing. That's two. If nature didn't make it, don't take it. And if you rest, you rest. And prevent, don't stint. Try till you die. You're never too old to be young. If nature don't make it, don't take it. If God made it, eat it. If man made it, don't eat it. So I try to be funny when I can. Overcoming the voice, though, it's hard. We'll get there. I improve day by day, so we'll get there eventually.
Yes, yeah, you're improving all the time, and I'm really proud of you for doing what you do. I can't believe how well you do with getting the word out about our plant diet because it's not easy. What are some of your favorite books and or movies?
Oh my God! Well, books I love to read. So I said the Orange book years before was Nathan Pritikin. All Nathan Pritikin's books.
Oh yeah.
And my thing, you see me, and Dr. Russell's book, Reversing Heart Disease. I love all Chef AJ's books. All 5 of Chef AJ's books. Her last one's the best. Sweet Indulgence. The gourmet desserts is amazing.
Yes. The food is delicious. People have no idea that it tastes like gourmet food. In fact, I just heard of a French chef in France. He decided to go over to a plant-based chef. He said, "This is amazing. I can make it taste just as good or better than the animal products I used to cook," because people think it doesn't taste good. They think they have to eat salads all day. And that's not true. And even the salads, they don't know how to make it interesting. So they don't try. So the best way to get people to try it is to make something really good.
Linda, I just realized we have 1 minute left. So
Okay.
how do people join our group, our Thursday night group?
Oh, our Thursday night group?
Yeah.
Well, they can go to ask me about it at Vegan Mentor, my website. Contact me at veganmentor.com. And I will tell them how they can join our Thursday night chat. It's really nice for people who want to know more about our food and or who want to keep doing better on their food. So please just contact me at veganmentor.com website. And then I will show you how to get involved with our Zoom meeting. We have a Thursday night Zoom meeting, which is a lot of fun because we have everybody on there who's trying the same diet as we are. And some of them are having trouble, and we get to talk about how to fix it. And I give tips on how to help you too. So yeah, it's really a wonderful group, and I'd love to have any of you join us.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got one for you today. He'll call you today. Okay.
Okay.
Guess we're about wrapped up here. We're about wrapped up. Okay. Well, Linda, thank you so much for.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you, Greg.
We'll put this.
I'm so proud of you back from the edge.
And we'll put this together yet.
Okay. Thank you.
We'll grow. Thank you, Linda.
You're so welcome.
Bye bye. We'll talk soon.
See you soon.